All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Wait, that, wait, 20!
They can't hang with us.
Check. Easy. Protein spill.
Watch the ship.
Oh, damn it!
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 31, Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's put him on the button.
Sugar!
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. Well, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
What's the ball?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Hey, goal 66. 20.
Throwing again. Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Check it, reload.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Yellow. Our go, little ladies.
Here we go, here we go. 52's the mark, boys. 52.
Attack, attack.
Come on, now. Come on, now.
Attack. Attack.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finds his rookie first-rounder. It's Noah Fant.
Come on, fellas.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Yellow, yellow.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, color.
Who that? Who that? Fire 64, weak.
No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch the slats. Watch the slats. 15. Watch the six.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, it's Brady. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Mike 54. Ready?
Throwing now is Brady. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Easy. Check it.
On third down, a run from White. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Check, 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 check.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boys.
Second and 2 at the 40-yard line.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, yo, go. Let's go. Here we go. Alpha. 53. Mike 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the 40 now on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
53 is the mic.
Hey, orbit. Here I come.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end Fant. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Mike 50. Mike 50. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
I got you. I got you. Hey, check Mike.
Mahomes now on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Cowboy first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
15. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Move, fellas. Let's go.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, more Birds with the Ravens involved in that one. Sadly not taking on the Cardinals or Falcons, though. Instead, they'll match up with the Rams in L.A.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Brady, and a Hammer's man, that's Edelman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
No, 66. Second, reload.
Brady now on first down to Gordon, out left. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Wait, 20.
Mike, 54. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, watch it, watch it.
All right, here we go.
And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Like Alpha.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
72.
Now Brady again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Check 42.
Shadow.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Come on, boy. Hey, 43. Don't be scared of it. That's right.
On first down, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Come to my work.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Watch time, watch time.
Hey, 15.
3 out. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, D. And it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
15. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. I 7. Let's go. Pick up the ball.
52 is the mic right here, over there.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Michael Bannon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On second and 10. Brady, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Wait, set. Down 80. Down 80.
55 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 24. Check 23.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
You got nothing.
Shoot.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16.
Here we go. Tighten up. 6-6. Pull it high.
72. Sugar.
Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Push him back.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mahomes now on first down. He sets to fire deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their own 15. They start the drive with White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
11 yards there, first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line 20. I'm trying to collect.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day.
Hey, Alabama.
Mike, 55.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 27.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Watch the slant.
Check it.
Check that.
You draw quarters.
First down, here's White. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them.
And caught by Thomas for a Patriots touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
54, right there. 54 Mike. That's right.
Go.
54 Mike.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Let's go.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Austin's got it left side. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. Third down here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
53's the mark. 53.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Thomas, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's coming. Double up.
72.
He's coming. Double up.
Gold 50. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, set. Wide, 20. Watch it, you guys.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, gold 66.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow. Charge the blue lane.
52's the light.
Ball. By 52. By 57. By 57.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a give to White. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one, and even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, it's White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They go with White on the counter, and he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Yellow, 480.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Blue there, blue there.
Hey, color.
Kill.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense?
Touchdown, Cowboys! Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Cover
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 18-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Cooper was the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Wait 20.
And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this will wind up a victory for the New